out and about in the warm weather for yet another amazing exclusive year of Allure Private Lounge at the Nanda Club. For the past 3 years, the Private Lounge has consistently delivered royal treatment and 360-degree hospitality, from culinary delights to the drinks and music while enjoying the polo. So dress up and get ready to have an amazing time at this long-awaited exclusive event. On some first-hand teasers and what can be expected on the day, we're joined by TCF CEO, Bonke Shipalana. It's great to have you on the show. Welcome. Thanks for making the time.
Good morning, Aushe.
So next week has been long awaited, next weekend. Yeah. It's going to be quite a treat for everyone who's going to be there. Won't you take us through what can be expected?
The Allure Private Lounge was launched 3 years ago, and this is our third year, as you mentioned. We expect good people. We expect people to come dressed up in green, as you said. We expect people to come in around about 10 o'clock. From 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock, you've got development games where we've got young kids, females playing, young black people playing against each other. And this, for me, is the most important game. That's where the game is slow. That's where you get to understand what polo is all about and learn the rules of the game. And then from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock, you have the big game. That's SA vis-a-vis our big enemy, New Zealand. We play against them. We have lost when we played again the last time. And then from 5 o'clock onwards, as you're all aware that in South Africa, you can't have a function without a party. So from 5 o'clock until 10 o'clock, that's when people can relax, take off their high heels and start partying a bit.
You guys really do pride yourselves in giving, you know, a luxury experience and a full experience to people who do attend. What goes into the planning and organizing of such a luxurious event that really, you know, no detail is missed?
I think that the two things are standard. Number one, from a fashion point of view, polo is about fashion. So we make sure that we partner with good people, great people who understand fashion, who have gone overseas to learn what fashion is all about and the trends that are coming. And we have learned that for this particular year, especially spring, green is going to be the dominant color. So we are trying to educate, inspire and motivate South Africans to say, listen, make sure that you've got 1 or 2, 3 items that are green, because that's the summer color. That is one. Number two, we make sure that our marquee is not about parties. It's not about just music. It's not about the food, but you are there for the polo. So we educate you on what polo is all about. We've got players coming in to talk to you, players having one-on-one with you. Last but not least, we want especially black people to know about polo's business side, to have part and parcel in the value chain and understanding that there is money. So we stop consuming the game only, but we also start participating from an economic perspective.
Well, I hope the organizers of the Durban July are listening. Hint, hint. The theme this year, Be Bold, Be Green, Be Polo. What's the background of this theme, and why are you challenging people to be bold?
I think we started with Be Bold 3 years ago, and the idea behind is that be yourself. Don't try and copy what others are doing. Be yourself. You can choose green, but still be yourself. That is what. To be green, as I mentioned, that's what the theme is from a fashion perspective for now and next year. And this is a polo event. So next year, if ever we do get involved in other aspects of sport, the Be Polo will disappear. The Be Bold will remain. And the Be Green will be very much dependent on the theme for that particular season.
Talk to us about the partners that are involved in making this happen. I mean, not from only a sponsorship perspective, but from the fashionistas that you were talking about, to the people who will be helping your audiences, you know, understand the game and the business of polo. What goes really into the business of creating this event?
I think for us, we have learned very quickly that we are not God. We don't know everything. So we partner with people who are clever than us in various aspects. For us, giving you the luxury side of the business, we partnered with a company called VBS Luxury, owned run by Vika. We partnered with the 2 trendsetters that you saw, who understand fashion, are trend leaders currently that are overseas, and they're coming back to join us. From a consumption perspective, we've partnered with Heineken, which is an international brand, and Verve, to try and give you that luxurious feel that you can't get anywhere else but except at the private lounge that we're hosting.
All right, and tell us about the Ferrari versus horse race that is planned for the day. What is that all about?
Halftime, no, at the end of the game, we're going to try and see who's the fastest between a Ferrari and a horse. So one of our guests in our Allure private lounge is going to win a chance to sit on the passenger side of the Ferrari. And then the Ferrari driver, a qualified driver, is going to race against the horse. And it's only 100 meters, so it's not a long race. But yeah, we'll see who's got a bigger horsepower
Well, I've got a thing for sports cars, so I think next year I want to be the official driver of that Ferrari.
Okay, if you qualify, you can do it.
And are tickets still available? What can
Yes.
people do to get themselves at this event?
We are 70% sold, so you have only about 5 days to get your tickets. You can get them at CompuTicket, or you can phone our office 011-463-7550. Or if you have email us at info@tcf.co.za. Tickets are only 3,800, and that includes everything.
Wow, Bonke, thank you so much.
Thank you
You're
so
a great rep for this event. Thank you so much for coming and
Thank
making
you.
the time. That's Allure Private Lounge that is back and ready to welcome all the beautiful people of Johannesburg and actually beyond this province to come and have a good time. It's happening at the Nanda Club next weekend, and we've been in conversation with TCF CEO Bonke Shipalada, who really